Hey, this is Phil Gates in the Behringer booth at Namm 2015. How you doing? I want to talk about some of the new cool products we have. We have stage boxes, and they're purely stage boxes, the ST16, and then we have some really cool XR and XAir products and tablet stuff. So let's talk about some of the stage box first. The ST16 is a very cool box, and the reason why is it's kind of like a sub-mix box. You would use this and take in 16 inputs, and you can use this to connect the P16 to the Ultranet. The coolest part is that if you were, say, maxed out on how many channels you had or something like that, you can take this and use the AES50 connectors to get it over to the X32. So you would literally just throw this on stage, AES50, and it connects to the X32, and now you have more channels in the Snake. It's very, very cool. The rest of these kids are more of very, very cool stage boxes, so simple to set up. They have different amounts of XLR inputs. The XAir has, the XR12 has 4 XLRs and 8 quarter-inch, and then they go up likely. It's 8 XLR and 8 quarter-inch, and then finally 16 XLR. What's so cool about these is that if I take this to a gig and I plug in 16 XLRs, all I do is take these two outputs to a pair of powered speakers, and I'm done. That's my entire setup. I control everything from an iPad or an Android. So I can control my mix, my gain, phantom power, effects, all that stuff is right here in the unit, and I can control it right away. And I can control it from up to 5 other iPads or Droids. So if I was on stage, I could have it on a stand and be able to control the monitors on stage, and somebody else could have another iPad and be mixing front of house for me. So it's awesome because everything is in the box, and yet still I can connect Ultranet to the P16s for my in-ears, and everybody gets a separate mix of the same 16 channels. They can create their own mixes. So that's a lot of fun. So that's the 3 different flavors of that. The XAir X18 is practically the same unit as this. It just gives you a handy tray to put that iPad or the Android device down onto, so you can just sit it down. But it's still a wireless network, it still has the XLR connectors, it still works amazing. So you have a headphone out jack on all these, you can monitor it and make it work. You can control it either with software. We have also, this whole family of being able to do mixes really quickly and control them with iPads. And speaking of controllers, there's also the X-Touch Mini, which is out this year, and you have basic transport control for DAW software. You have fader control, you pick up one knob and you can move the fader for that channel, pan, things of that nature. Also, it's a lot of fun, is the X-Touch. This thing is really fun because the whole thing about DAWs, the biggest drawback of any DAW is you can only move one thing at a time with a mouse, okay? Here you have the tactile sense of 8 faders, and you can get on with life. You can move around, you have different controls here, transport control, panning, assignable buttons. It's very cool. There's another one that's just the X-Touch, and it has actually, this is the X-Touch Compact. There's also an X-Touch that has a jog wheel and more displays and things like that, so you can see time code where you are in the song, things of that. So just to recap, we have stage boxes, we have actual boxes with software in them that you control with iPad, you have controllers. This is kind of the new stuff that's happening from Behringer this year in 2015. Thanks a lot for watching.